Recent law enforcement efforts focus on drugs, and Richmond Theater's You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown exemplifies community spirit. That and more are all coming your way on your Wednesday edition of Live at 5. Richmond County's nightly news starts right now. Good evening and welcome to Live at 5, brought to you by Richmond Community College. I'm Callie Smith. To learn more about registering for summer classes, visit richmondcc.edu or call 910-410-1700. Let's get right to it. Now for tonight's top stories. The Richmond County Sheriff's Department issued a report on May 9th regarding recent arrests for drug-related offenses. Anthony James Eastridge of Rockingham was arrested for having possession of a controlled substance on jail property. Eastridge was found to be in possession of Suboxone strips. Eastridge was placed in the Richmond County Jail under a $25,000 secured bond. The Richmond County Sheriff's Department also reports the arrest of Lonnie Russell Burrows of Rockingham. Burrows was arrested on April 26th and charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Burrows was in possession of a handgun. Burrows was placed in the Richmond County Jail under a $25,000 secured bond. Meanwhile, the Hamlet Police Department is continuing its investigating of a shooting at the end of Cinco de Mayo party. The incident occurred on the night of Saturday, May 5th, on the front porch at 315 Buttercup Drive around 11:20 p.m. A 28-year-old female was struck in the lower leg and transported via private vehicle to First Health Richmond Hospital with a non-life-threatening wound. No suspects have been identified at this time. Director of the Richmond County Theater, Shelley Walker, shared her thoughts in the program for the current presentation of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, which opened on May 10th in Rockingham and continues this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with performances at 8 p.m. Of all the gifts that she has received by attending and participating in theater, Walker believes the experience of compassion is the greatest. Seeing another human's joy and grief and then understanding that it is the same as our joy and grief is a groundwork for compassion. It is also the groundwork for wisdom and collective healing. In the world today, Walker sees a need for wisdom and healing, and a need for much more compassion for one another. And so she sees a need for theater. Walker has also served as director of the Richmond County Theater since 2011, now serving 7 seasons. 21 plays have graced the theater with her leadership, from Every Christmas Story Ever Told to Crimes of the Heart to Around the World in 80 Days. There is also a Richmond Community Theater Young People's Program, which involves students interested in theater and the performing arts between the ages of 8 and 14. Some previous performances included Stone Soup, The Wizard of Oz, and Alice in Wonderland. This coming June, the play is titled Fractured Fairy Tale Network, and practice begins on June 18th. The program will last for 2 weeks and will culminate in a performance on June 29th. For more information on the Young People's Program, you can email Shelley Walker at rctdirector@gmail.com. When we come back, Richmond CC students build self-guided vehicle and the results of the Rocks Spring Extreme Drags. It's upcoming when we return.
Family Pharmacy is a local pharmacy that's been in business in Rockingham for over 10 years. Located in the Food Lion Shopping Center on US 1 North, we have easy access into the store and a drive-thru for your convenience as well. You can download the official Family Pharmacy app at myfamilypharmacy.com, and we'll help you set it up to text you when your prescription is ready, and you can even set it up to fill your prescriptions when due. Our motto is we'll treat you like family, and it's something we truly mean. We take the same care in filling your prescription that we would take for our own family. Family Pharmacy, we'll treat you like family.
My name is Jim Leach, and we have been using the Tim Hayden Construction Company for the last several years.
My name is Dave Owens and my wife Beth. We had some damage here at our place in Knollwood Village.
January 2nd, our house flooded upstairs coming through to the first floor.
Tim has responded very quickly with his team of people.
Our repairs went extremely well.
Tim made a very difficult situation much easier for us.
Hello, I'm Tammy Benson, and this is
Nancy Bowling.
And we're here to tell you about the wonderful service at hospice and what they have to bring. From the nursing services to the medical director to in-home aides to a chaplain to bereavement to everything you can imagine, they were there to take care of it.
I cannot think of how the experience with hospice could have been any better professionally, spiritually.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. From business to education, engineering, utilities, healthcare, criminal justice, information technology, and human services. At Richmond Community College, we can save you thousands of dollars on tuition through our university transfer programs that provide a seamless transition to universities and colleges throughout North Carolina. At Richmond Community College, we are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 5 curriculum programs entirely online. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
2 engineering students who graduated last Saturday from Richmond Community College are leaving their mark on the mechatronics engineering program. Ian Lewis of Ellerby and Thomas Biddle of Rockingham have spent the past year building an autonomous guided vehicle that will serve as a dynamic trainer for future classes. 2 years ago, Richmond CC's engineering department decided to create a trainer for mechatronics students that would provide instrumental practice with real-time application in 4 major areas of study. Thomas was responsible for interfacing the sensors, servo motors, drivers, relays, power supply, PLC, HMI, and the field programmable gate array. Ian designed and implemented the line follower circuit. He also integrated the Arduino controller to the sensors and servo motor. Both Ian and Thomas used their programming skills to write complex codes to control the AGV. Thomas is an electrical technician for IDTG Burlington. He now has an associate's in electronics engineering and associate's in mechanical engineering from Richmond CC. Ian earned an associate's in computer engineering from Richmond CC, and he will receive his high school diploma from Richmond Early College High School on Friday. North Carolina Motorsports Hall of Famer Tommy Mowney cruised to victory in the Extreme Outlaw Pro Mod portion of Saturday's Spring Extreme Drags at Rockingham Dragway. While Richfield's Alan Furr and Regal Woods' Michael Smith grabbed off the foot brake and top ET titles respectively, Mowney, the Shelby chassis builder who won the 1995 IHRA Pro Mod Championship, saved his best for last, guiding his replica 1968 Chevy Camaro through the 8th mile timers in 3.844 seconds in the final round to turn back the Camaro of Salisbury's Tony Wilson. Rockingham's Terry Roseberg directed the Southern Thunder Jet Dragster to a finish line speed at 284 miles per hour to highlight the exhibition show, and Nicole Zuccarelli of Goldsboro won the Junior Dragster winner. The event awarded a track championship and NHRA Summit Series points in top ET, foot brake, and Junior Dragster. It was a family affair in the MXA Streetcar Shootout, where Hamlet's Trey Sykes drove his 2009 BMW 335D to victory over the 2014 Audi driven by his wife, Holly Smith. For the full rundown of the results, visit richmondobserver.com. When we come back, the Lady Raiders softball team continues to run through the state playoffs.
And rain is coming once again. I'll let you know if you need to keep that umbrella packed for the week ahead, and it's coming up right after the break.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
Rockingham Farm Supply in downtown Rockingham at the corner of 220 and Green Street's a great place to stop by and have some fellowship and fun. Pick up your dog food, seed, even chicks for your farm, a little bit of everything, and a great selection of zero-turn lawnmowers and other lawn care products. Stop by and visit the local family-friendly atmosphere at Rockingham Farm Supply. Again, that's Rockingham Farm Supply at the corner of 220 and Green Street in downtown Rockingham.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
Exit Realty Platinum in Rockingham has listed one of the most beautiful homes in Richmond County. Located in Rockingham on Ledbetter Lake, the home features 4 bedrooms with bamboo floors and a kitchen featuring stainless steel appliances and granite countertops, and a master bedroom that overlooks Ledbetter Lake, along with a spacious tile shower and the attached master bathroom. The open living space leads to the back deck with a perfect view of Ledbetter Lake, and the property features its own boat dock. Want to see this beautiful home? Call Nicole Hayden with Exit Realty Platinum, your source for homes in Richmond and Moore counties.
Head coach Wendy Wallace commented Monday that she was cautiously nervous to face number 8 Lake Norman High School in the third round of the NCHSAA 4A state playoffs. But an anxiety was swept away when the number 1 Lady Raiders bats slashed the Lady Wildcats 17-0 in 5 innings to advance to the fourth round. It was the 6th time Richmond scored at least 17 runs in a single game this season. Behind a 14-hit performance, it was a barrage of home runs hit by the Lady Raiders that sealed the deal, sending Lake Norman home for the season. Richmond blasted 6 homers on the night by 4 different players and made the record books in the process. The 6 long balls were the most in a single game by the Lady Raiders in program history, breaking the record of 4 tied earlier this season at Hope County on March 27th. Senior Owen Bowers and freshman Paige Branson each hit 2 homers, while junior Grayson Way and sophomore Kayla Hawkins had 1 each. Branson bombs were her club-leading 10th and 11th of the year. It was also another good night for Bowers at the plate as she brought her season home run total to 9 of the year.
I've just been really aggressive, looking for strikes. I know that they're going to throw it to me regardless because I have a good hitter behind me and a good hitter in front of me. So I'm just trying to catch it early and hit on the barrel.
What does this win mean? 17-0 over a number 8 seed team. What does this win mean going into the fourth round?
It's really good for us. I think it shows us that we need to step on the gas and keep putting runs up and shutting teams down. That's what really helps. And they looked like they were pretty finished after we scored about 12 runs. So I think that's what we need to do next game.
Bowers hit 5 home runs over the course of the last 3 games, coming up big for the Lady Raiders in the Sandhills Athletic Conference Tournament Championship and the second and third rounds of the state playoffs. The Lady Raiders did what Wallace has expected them to do all season, and that's going to get on the scoreboard early.
Once we adjusted to staying back on the pitch, what we had heard was that she was a little bit faster than we expected. So once we were able to adjust and sit back, we were able to hit the ball really hard.
A win like this in the third round going on to the fourth round, what's it mean to get everybody in on the offensive production?
That's huge. If we can hit 1 to 12, all 12 of our batters, or at least 1 to 9, that's good for us. The more offense that we can put up, the more runs we can score. That takes pressure off of our defense and off of our pitching.
With the win, Richmond advances to at least the fourth round of the state playoffs for the 4th straight year. The Lady Raiders will host the winner of number 5, Providence High School, and number 13, Hickory High School, which was rained out Tuesday. First pitch is set for Friday at 7 p.m. at Richmond Senior High School. And that's going to do it for sports. Let's send it over to Kelsey Rushing for today's Live at 5 weather report. Kelsey?
Thanks, Callie. Today's 5-day weather forecast is brought to you by Richmond Community College, and the rain chance for both the Carolinas is going to be majority of the time in the 80s for most of the areas, including Southern Pines, Rockingham, Laurinburg, Clinton, and Lumberton. But places like Greensboro will have 100%, and then the lowest like Spartanburg, Hickory, New Bern, Greenville will have between the 70s. So other than that, let's go to the regular forecast. Of course, Thursday is going to hit a 90% chance of rain. Keep that in mind with a high of 80 and a low of 68. So it's going to be raining a lot this week for the most part. And then Friday, we will have a softball game, and it will have an 80% chance of rain. So keep that in mind with a high of 81 and a low of 67. So if you plan on going to there, at least bring an umbrella if it's not canceled. And then, of course, Saturday will also have 80% chance of rain with a high of 78 and a low of 67. And, of course, Sunday will have a 60% chance, so it's going to go down a little bit with a high of 82 and a low of 66. And then Monday is going to look a little bit brighter with only a 20% chance of rain, but it will be cold, and it will have a
high of 83 and a low of 66. And of course, the pollen outlook for Thursday will be moderate, and then Friday will be low. So finally, the pollen is calming down thanks to all the rain, and hopefully it will stay down. But other than that, let's go back to the desk.
Thanks, Kelsey. And that's going to do it for today's edition of Live at 5. And if you haven't already, be sure to download the Richmond Observer app for iPhone and Android devices. And be sure to tune in tomorrow morning to Good Morning Sandhill starting at 6 a.m. on the ClassicRockRadio.com. Thanks for watching Live at 5. Good night, Richmond County.